So today is July 7th and I am doing an update on my garden. You can see my potatoes completely filled in here. I actually dug one up a couple days ago just to see. It was probably bigger than that. So I was pretty happy. Looks like we'll be getting potatoes not too long from now that we'll be able to eat. Moving along, these are my cucumbers, my pickling cucumbers. I did plant a couple different types. The leeks were down here, but they didn't really take, unfortunately. Farther down, we did pick some of the lettuce, but it is starting to form heads. And then farther down from that is my spinach, and it is doing pretty amazing, if I must say so myself. Then I've got tomatoes, the marigolds down there. They're all starting to bloom beside them. So beside the cucumbers, like I said, I've got tomatoes growing. I have two types of beets here. This one here, I believe these are the Detroit red. And then I've got pole beans. So I just stuck some sticks up here, some of the bamboo sticks up to support them for a bit later. And then these are the long beets, and you can see they're actually starting to come up out of the ground. They're kind of a cool beet, actually. Farther down, all of that green stuff is arugula. And then farther back there, I've got squash and pumpkin. So winter squash and pumpkin. And then over here, peppers. These are ones I planted from seed. They're not actually doing that great, but they are coming. I do expect to get something off of them. This is all squash, and some of it's going to be a trailing winter squash. Some is pumpkin, some is Hubbard. And the weird thing this year, see those empty patches there? That was supposed to be zucchini. My zucchini from seed did not come up. Back to the end of the row here, this is the watermelon. I grew those from my own watermelon seed that I saved last year. They made little round ones that were about the size of grapefruit. These are the purple beans, and they're all just getting ready to bud out and flower, and then they are going to become the long purple beans. Farther down is green beans, and then this row is yellow, or it could be green, I can't remember, one or the other. And then the next row is for sure either yellow or green. This is yellow. Then the onions, I did something different this year. I decided to chop some of the onions heads off, like the tops, and I know it forms smaller onions, but I'm going to do it. I did it and I dried it and I did a video on that, and I just use them, I grind them up and use them for soups and things like that, salads, whatever I feel like. It makes great little dip as well. And this is the peas, and they are blooming. At the very end, if you see the purple down there, those are actually snow peas. And believe it or not, I have had seed from, I'm trying to think what year it would have been, 1978. And I replanted it. And some of the seed is really, really old, but you know what? It grew. So people that say that seed doesn't grow, that's not true. It does so if you keep it dry. These are peas. I think these are called Little Marvel. And then the carrots, these are the carrots I did from seed tape. They're very sparse in between. I was almost ready to give up on them, but they're growing. And then the corn, this is the bigger corn that you see here, my oddball potato that came up from last year. Anyway, I replanted the corn probably a month ago. All the stuff that was in between the rows here that did not grow, so I reseeded it. And if you look over here, those carrots there, those were all replanted as well. So that's basically the tour of my vegetable garden. I'm quite happy with it. I will do another update later and show you more. I'm going to show you a little patch of tomatoes I have as well moving forward here. And follow along, so hit subscribe, and I will do a video on my flowers after this, so you'll get to see some of those as well. And give it a like. Feel free to share. This is gardening in Zone 3, Alberta. And this is the other little section of tomatoes that I have. And along the shed, they're actually doing pretty good. The Egyptian onions my sister gave me when we first moved here. So I planted them along the shed here, and some garlic. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Today is July